Hello everybody and welcome to our second HOFL trial match of 2025. Today we are live from Brunswick Oval where Fitzroy will be hosting West Adelaide in their chance for their trial match, the first one of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, fun fact, the first ever stream today at Brunswick Street Oval on HOFL Media. Out come the Bloods now onto the ground. The last time these two played, Fitzroy got the win 84-82 at the G in the Champions Trophy. And they run onto the ground now. Yeah, up comes Fitzroy. New Polish sponsors for Fitzroy, and HOFL have decided to add in banners for this season, so we'll see how that goes. Fitzroy with some new signings. Nick Hodge, Mitch Robinson into the side. West Adelaide, a few players removed. Tony Davey is removed, and I think Jake Hope as well. And they'll be replaced by some West Adelaide sample players. Here comes the toss now. McKeon's offered heads as a selection. Fitzroy win the toss, and the fans will be happy with that one. And they will decide to kick to the right side of the screen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the players now into their huddles. Also, Charlie Cameron added into that lineup of Fitzroy. Charlie Cameron, Luke Hodge, and Mitch Robinson for the Lions, trying to add a bit more midfield depth and maybe a little bit of defensive pressure onto the opposition as well. There's an article put out throughout the week, I think yesterday it went out, that McKeon, is he too big to play? Well, we'll find out today. Obviously, they're not going to put him as a starting ruck, but it'll be Rendell versus Ryder to start things off. A bit of a rotation team, West Adelaide. They'll get the first clearance inside 50, looking for a marking option. Good spoil, but it goes straight to the opposition. Speaking of the big man, can he make an impact? What a tackle! He's a hard man to get down, and they've rung him to ground, and that's going to be a boundary throw, and his descent couldn't quite keep it alive for the Bloods. Rendell and Ryder again now. Punched away. Here comes the handball with Francis. Is tackled, just got the hands away. Ryder picks it up and tackled straight away. Here come the Lions down the wing. Matthew Rendell has a bounce, takes another bounce and another one. Now he goes, being chased but couldn't quite get the tackle. Now Michael Bates has got a bit of pressure on him. It'll be a ball up inside West Adelaide's forward, back 50, sorry. Rendell and Ryder still going at it. Ryder behind him, good tap there. Good tackle on Armour. Ball up. McKeon yet to ruck. Handballs forward. Here comes a chance for the Lions. He's missed. Wondering when McKeon will go into the ruck, if that's what they're going to do today. The Bloods. Here comes Carlson with a spoil to himself. Big kick inside to the top of the square. Quinlan dropped it. Spoil for the fingertips. McKeon now kick out duties. Big kick away. It looks great, but Fitzroy are there to cover, but they can't stop Paul Armour, who gets it down to Dexter Steele, who won after the siren to win West Adelaide the premiership, and that kick was cut off pretty easily there by Green Hinchin. Hinchin goes in the centre. Not the best idea when McKeon's there. Now to inside 50, and Rendell takes a mark, and Rendell says, I'm going the shot. Fitzroy with two misses. Rendell looking to put through Fitzroy's first goal. Takes the kick. It's coming back. It looks pretty good. Is McKeon going to get it? Yes, he is. Too tall. At 213 centimetres, he punches it through the big sticks. Charlie Cameron's just come onto the ground for the Lions. West Adelaide still trapped in that back half. Bailey Chamberlain, the new player for the Bloods, and I'm pretty sure Kobe Ryan is making his debut as well. Not official debut, but it'll be a match for the Lions. It's just a trial match inside 50 by Hall. Good mark by Mark Wallace, and he's going to be a key figure of West Adelaide's goal kicking for 2025. He is a big boy, not in size but in height. He's got some good muscles on him as well, and he kicks goals just like that, and gives West Adelaide the first goal of the game. Pretty easy done there. Now Here's the test. McKeon is in the ruck for the Bloods. He wins the tap brilliantly to Tristan Timms, but that's holding the ball. Great tackle by Fitzroy. It's going to be hard to stop McKeon, especially being 155 kilos, and when you leave him alone like that. Good interception by Richard Osborne. Osborne looks for the options now. Finds one he likes towards the wing. Now quickly go on the lines. Beautiful kick to Cameron. Cameron can run and goal if he likes. He's pretty fast. Wants to use the handball option to Conlon, the skipper. Now gets it in for Doug Barwick, but Leo Barry cuts it off. He's a very good defender, Leo Barry, but lucky to find Spargo there in the pocket. Spargo down the line. Robinson should cut that off, and he does. Came for the spoil there, Dexter Steele, but didn't quite get it. Short little pass to Gotch. Gotch, does he want to go back? He does, but that's not the best of options. He probably should have gone forward. Armour cuts it off to Ryder, but Ryder's been pinned in the middle of the ground by Hodge. Scott v. McKeon. McKeon wins it. Beautiful tap to Descent. It goes to Ryder. Now they can start something here, the Bloods. They've got numbers everywhere. Paul Armour's got a lot of the footy. What an interception by John Blakey to cut off Mark Wallace there. He wouldn't be happy with that one, as they look for the options, but West Adelaide are marking very well at the moment. Goes against the Ruckmans. Probably not the best idea. Brad Gotch wasn't really tall enough to compete there. Got the ball back to Ryder. Beautiful pass onto the chest of Ben Hennis, and Ben Hennis will line up for his shot at goal. And that looks to be good. It's the post. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you see the stats of the players, and majority of them will be aged 20, just so you know that stat isn't correct, and the HOFL are looking to fix this issue. Hodge on kick out duty, not something you'd see every day, but it's a beautiful kick, wonderfully done, and now they've got numbers to run. Handballs away from Barry Hall. Now Gotch can run onto it. Hall's still chasing. They're going down the wing. This is great running from Brad Gotch. Eventually he's forced to kick, but what a kick it was, and he finds Peter Francis, and Francis just wants to pop it to the top of the goal square. Can they take a grab? No. Could have gone the shot there. Maybe it was out of his range. Can they try and cut this off? Fitzroy did. Kobe Ryan, their new recruit, doing well at the back line. Good spoil out of bounds by Matthew Rendell, the backup ruckman. And now there's a tree in the way of our cameras. Probably not the best idea to set it up. McKeon wins the tap. Cooney now. Carroll. Good handball out of there. Now here come the Lions. Risky to go in the centre of the ground, but it could work. They choose the other side of the centre, and picked up here by the Lions, and that play actually works for him. Has a bounce now. Goes for goals, but he sprayed that one to the left, and that'll be out of bounds on the full. And a kick coming from Kobe Ryan. He's not played too bad in these opening minutes, but that kick probably shouldn't be playing. Probably should go long down the other side of the ground instead of going towards the pocket that's on the far side out of there. But I've got McKeon as a ruckman, and his ruck efficiency is 100% so far, tapping to every player possible that's on the ball. Great tackle. And now, after the sign, Fitzroy will have an opportunity to hit the lead. Mick Conlon, Michael or Mickey, whatever you want to call him, is going to have a shot now to try and put Fitzroy in front at quarter time. It's been a low scoring affair in this first term. Comes the kick now. It looks pretty good if you ask me, and it is. Fitzroy at the front, and a very important goal on the eve of quarter time. Quarter time here, and the Lions lead the Bloods 1-3-9 to 1-7 here at Brunswick Street Oval, and the Bloods have got a lot to work with at the moment. They've got good ball movement around the ground. So do Fitzroy. McKeon might be winning all the taps, but it's the way Fitzroy set up. They know they might lose the battle, as they've got good midfielders, West Adelaide, with Cooney and Tristan Timms in the mix. But we know that when they get the ball forward, they've got big targets. Mark Wallace, Barry Hall, Paddy Ryder, they've got those targets up forward. But if Fitzroy can utilise those and put a block on majority of those targets, they'll go a long way in this match. And they defensively have kept them to 2 scoring shots to 4. Fitzroy, the way they use the ball, they'll go down the middle, but they'll start on one wing and go to another. They'll trap West Adelaide on one side of the wing, and when they're stuck on that wing, they'll move the ball towards the centre of the field. We saw there when Conlon did it. He was on the wing. About 4 players were approaching him. He kicked it towards the centre circle. They took a mark, handballed it down the other wing, where they've got players running from the defence, towards the other side of the wing to bomb it forward, where they've got options everywhere. When West Adelaide's stuck on the other side of the ground and they're stuck in that play, Fitzroy have an advantage to go forward. They may have only got one goal for the match so far, and it's only the first quarter, and if they utilise that tactic properly, they'll go a long way in winning this match. I'll bring you the stats shortly, and quarter time here at Brunswick Street Oval, 1 goal 3-9 to 1 goal 1-7. Fitzroy leads the way by 2 points here. Quarter time here at Brunswick Street Oval, and it is Fitzroy leading away 1 goal 3-9 to 1 goal 1-7. We'll take a quick look at the stats as we approach the second quarter shortly. Players are just in their huddle still, discussing their tactics for the second term. Look at the score worm here. Fitzroy were on top for a bit of that quarter until West Adelaide got that goal through Mark Wallace, and then eventually capitalised Mick Conlon. He gets that goal to put him back on top. Look at the disposals here. West Adelaide dominate the midfield at the moment. However, the clearances are 4-4. Now, the way they clear the ball, West Adelaide, usually done by hand, but is done by foot a lot as well. The hit-outs, they've won one of them. It was probably against Paddy Ryder. I don't think McKeon's lost a hit-out for today. Inside 50s, more to the Lions here. Possessions, contested ones, are dominated by the Bloods, and it's probably from McKeon's doing as well. Goals today so far is Mick Conlon and Mark Wallace. Player stats, disposals most to Ryder, Gotch and Descent. And we'll get into the second quarter now. It looks to be an interesting contest out here. The first stream from Brunswick Street Oval, and it's not looking like a bad one, to be honest. It actually looks quite good the way they've set up the cameras, except the one behind the tree there. Inside 54, the Bloods, they had 3 men on him! 3 players! V1, no one took the mark. Someone should have shepherded and the other one should have blocked. Instead they went for the spoil, they spoiled it straight down, and West Adelaide, well, they get a very easy goal. And that's a quick way to reply to hit the front. And now, at the middle again through Cooney. Oh, they've got to block him. Good spoil. This time it goes to a player. They got their hands out somehow. They were trapped. He handballed it to himself. Did you see that from John Blakey? He legitimately handballed it to himself. And now he's taking about 5 bounces. No one can catch him. Keep going, John. Eventually he's forced to kick, but it goes inside the 50. It's a beautiful option. Now they've got the numbers. They can't quite get it on, though, as they spoil it through for a rush behind. Wonderful run, though, from John Blakey. McCann on kick-out duty. That's a rare sight to see, but it looks like West Adelaide are going to employ that into their tactics in 2025. Robinson, he's too far out to score, but a good intercept. Mark puts it into the pocket. No one could quite mark it, and now comes away with it. It was Richard East, now spoiled. Failed. Kicks it towards Dexter Steele. And Steele, he's got great awareness. He passes a beautiful pass to Adam Cooney. And you wouldn't be surprised if he nailed this one. Bit of a angle of where Conlon just kicked his recent goal from. Let's see if Cooney can match it. Not quite. Looks to be setting this one up to Fraser McKeon. And that's a great option, because you're not going to outbody him in a 1v1 marking contest. You need at least 3 blokes on him to stop him. Going around the body. West Adelaide should get around him if he kicks it, for all the harassment in the week. And he shows them, I might be big, but I can definitely play. Easy as you like there from Fraser McKeon. He jumps back into the ruck now. 9-point leaders are the Bloods. 2 goals to nothing in this term. And great handball used through the midfield. Short to Warple. Warple. They're just leaving the numbers. They're just leading too quickly for the Lions and they can't catch up with them. Good spoil on the jump at the back of that one. Then they get it away. Pressure's building. They need to clear it. Just get it out of there somehow. Miss the smother. Kicks. Another goal. And the Bloods are starting to get on top of the Lions now. 15 points up. It was just panic there from Fitzroy. Once you let West Adelaide lead in front and get open space, you've just got to make sure you're defensively set for the next play. They're not, because they're too panicked about the leading. They chase after them, and then they've got no one to go to. Here's Ryder! Well, it's going to be a very, very difficult opportunity to stop these players. Ryder, not the best of kicks. Lucky there for Fitzroy. That could have definitely hurt them. They're only 16 points down, but it could have been 21. Harris just gets it away. Great spoil onto the Hinchin. Now Hinchin down the wing. Here's the chance. Why did he soccer it? Pick it up, Charlie. Oh, I'm not sure why he soccered that one there. And they're forced to punch it out of bounds. They could have got it forward. Kobe Ryan from West Adelaide is playing very well for his first match. Mark Scott looks like he definitely needs a rest. Got the tap though. How did he win that one? Brilliantly done against McKeon. McKeon's now roughing around in circles. Probably should have manned up, McKeon. Carlson. They've got no options inside 50. They'll look for something short here. They find it, but they need something, anything. He's just got to pump it into the centre. Not the best of options when McKeon's there. McKeon spoiled it straight to Warple. They clear the ball now. Good hang, but he punched it instead of marked it. Now, just too easy. From one end to the other. Fitzroy kicked it in, and then eventually, within 5 seconds, it's virtually in West Adelaide's forward 50. And Mark Wallace, he's not going to give up an opportunity straight in front of goal. Or maybe he is. Wasn't feeling lucky today. Fitzroy are really lucky with these chances that West Adelaide are spraying, because if they are just kicking these goals, West Adelaide, it's going to make it really difficult for Fitzroy. I know it's easy for me to say that, and it's a pretty simple analysis, but it's true, because they're missing a lot of them, West Adelaide. It's going to be very difficult for Fitzroy if they actually convert to goal. Fitzroy are very lucky to hang into it within 3 goals here. But the way West Adelaide are playing, it looks to be their day, as Wallace has another opportunity to shoot from the same distance, just a bit of a tighter angle. Not too much though, shouldn't phase him. If anything was like his last kick, it would be very difficult for the Lions. And he's missed again. 18 points the difference. Getting very lucky with these opportunities. 8 scoring shots to 5. Fitzroy have not kicked the goal this quarter. I believe West Adelaide have kicked 3. Here we go, good tap on. Now the handball. They can do a 1-2 if they like. Picked up by Osborne. Osborne's being chased by Timms. Great shot down tackle by Tristan Timms. And he's got him for holding the ball. Wonderful tackle. Timms finds an option. And finds Warple. Probably should have elected to spoil there. And Barry Hall's too strong for Hinchin. Yeah, Fitzroy have not looked good today. They looked good in that first quarter, but they haven't utilised that tactic. Hall with a banana. Easy as you like. Celebrates into the trees now. And, well, it's pretty easy out there for the Bloods. They need to stop McKeon's tap advantage. They need to get on top of them, the midfielders. They've tambled it straight to the Bloods. Turn around. This is a big target. McKeon just tackles him. Oh, no. That would have been a scary sight. Osborne marks it. Osborne wants to get an entry inside 50. Not going to get past Hamish Hartlett. Good tackle, put the pressure on, but the kick was still beautiful to Ryan. Now to Timms. Timms, oh, cut off there by Brad Gotch. Wonderful vision to cut that one off. Now he's got no options, and there's the siren for what was a pretty pity half for Fitzroy. The first quarter was good, the second quarter was not. Fitzroy kicked 1 point in that quarter, and West Adelaide, they kicked 4 goals, 3. Half time here at Brunswick Street Oval. It is Fitzroy 1 goal, 4-10 to West Adelaide 5 goals, 4-34. They lead it by 24 points or 4 goals, however you see it. It's not been their day at the moment, Fitzroy. They definitely need something to give them a spark out here, because they've looked very flat that quarter. They look tired, lethargic. They need to probably change their ruckman, because he looks completely depleted. And they're going to give Primus a go on the ruck, I believe. Take a look at some of the match stats here. Disposals way more to West Adelaide. Getting it into 50 only 2 times more, but the scoreboard says otherwise. Domination of hitouts, marks, contested marks, also the Bloods. Goal kickers here: Conlon, McKean, Carroll, Hall, Patton and Wallace. Disposals 8 for Descent to Timms and 6 for Gotch. Second half about to get underway. Scott's coming off for Primus, who's now going to be their main ruck. It's Primus v McKean. Can Matt Primus put up a fight against the big man? Here we go. Good tackle now. Fitzroy can try and get the ball forward. This is the start they would have wanted. Clayton takes a bounce inside 50. No one can take the mark, but he can pick the ball up though. Gary Sidebottom. And this could be a good start for Fitzroy if they can score. Primus beaten in the ruck, but he's picked it up though. He's intercepted it. It's going to be very hard. The way the midfield is playing for West Adelaide, it's going to be hard for the Lions to clear it. But that's a third ball up. It's been locked in. It's looking in this back half. That's a good tackle. That couldn't quite stop it. Oh no, he's kicked it into the players on the floor. Need a kick or something. Anything, you're right in front of the goals. Kick it, son. Oh, what a smother. He spoiled it and it's gone through for a behind. Oh, that had to be a goal, didn't it? It just had to be. We'll take a look at it on the interactive replay. He kicked it into the players on the floor. That has gotta hurt. Look at this. Into his own teammate. Wowee. And they picked it up, handballed it, tackled, got the handball away right in front, and it comes off the West Adelaide player there. Very unlucky, Fitzroy. They had 2 chances where West Adelaide was stumped because they kicked it into the players, and then Fitzroy did it the same way back. But a good start for the Lions inside 50. Ball movement is elite at the moment. Couldn't take the mark, Leon Harris. East was too good for him. Now Cameron is beaten by Denning. Denning to Patton. Patton into Kobe Ryan. Ryan to Warple. This is how they move the ball so fluently. The Bloods now in through McKean. Kick cut off though, but it's gone straight back to him. And it's gone straight through the big sticks again. 5 goals up now on the Bloods. And it's panic stations for Fitzroy. They need to do something about this midfield. It's just too easy. Out the middle again. They can't do nothing but spoil it. Straight into the opposition. He kicks another one. The Bloods are on fire at Brunswick. And Cooney kicks a goal. It's just too easy at the moment. When you put no pressure on your opponents, they're just going to get easy goals like that. Something needs to be done about this midfield. They're not stopping at all. They are not stopping the Bloods. No one's manning up. Can they get it through? I can.
touched behind. And it puts them 6 goals down. They just can't get anything out there. They can't seem to stop the handball running chain. Not 15 called for Ryder. Doesn't matter anyway. He'll snag through a goal. And he's starting to look ugly now. First quarter looked alright. Second quarter though, not great. In the third quarter, it's really catching up to him. McKeon's unbeatable in the rucks. He taps it to Armour. Armour, oh, stop it. What is going on? It's not something that you'd expect from these two sides. They usually play a close match, but this is a mauling. Wallace. They had 2 players on him. If you're going to let them do this all year, Fitzroy, it's going to be a long year for you. They are 8 goals down, and they've kicked 1 for the match. Something definitely needs to be done. It really is not ideal. And here they go again. Oh, this is just unbelievable. Every midfield clearance is won by the Bloods. And they kick goals. Who's missed? Thought that one went through. Just get it out of there. That's it. Pump it down the middle. Not going to beat McKeon, but he spoiled it in front of him though. If you're in front of him, you might beat him. Now, chance for the Lions. Inside their own 50. No one is there to help out. Just letting McKeon ruck this one. Okay, no one's going in the ruck for the Lions. This is very unusual. Soccers it forward to absolutely no one except the opposition. Now they're going to take another grab and go forward. Watch this. There's no stopping them. There is no stopping them. Wallace handballs it. It's 60-11. You wonder, are Fitzroy going to kick a second goal at this rate? Banana through! What a kick. And they're just toying with him now. They've got no chance. At the middle, they can't win the ball. They're losing every centre clearance possible. And they're not even... Oh, that's sneaky play. He knew where he was going to tap it. He read him like a book and he ran from the ruck there. Now, chance for Fitzroy to score. Can they kick a goal to ignite something? Anything? Yes! Finally! I think it was Cameron. I'm not quite sure though. No, it's not. They needed that. I definitely needed that. Now, Primus on the tap. Very well done. And now gets the ball back, little one too. But he sprayed it. He should have just kicked it. You're going to win the ball. You got to keep going with it. Don't handball and panic. There we go. Fitzroy starting to get a little bit of something now. A little bit of something. Anything for the Lions. Anything at all. He's missed. How did he miss from there? Oh, the chance goes begging. There's no chance. Especially when he's in front leading. Like by Denning. Fitzroy would just want the siren to go now. To end an ugly quarter at Brunswick Street Oval. It's been so silent. The fans have had nothing to cheer about all game, especially when you're tapping it to a ruckman who can convert, but has missed on that occasion. Ryder again. They just begging for this siren to go. They are begging. Get it out, they say. Gee whiz. McKeon is unbeatable. still got another quarter to go. Fitzroy would just want the game to be over at this point. The way they are playing, it's horrendous. I've never seen Fitzroy play this bad. They're always a competitive side. I understand it's a trial match, but trial matches can mean something at the end of the day. When you're trying to develop your players and see where they're at, and they're pulling this stuff. How have you been beaten by Barry Hall there? A lot of questions to be asked, and you think Hall's going to miss it right in front. He's not. He bombs out of the stadium. Very, very big questions to be asked of the Lions and their defence. Do they need a ruckman that can actually compete with McKeon? Do they need a better midfield outlet? What is going on? They've signed a new midfield. Is it not the right way to go using experience? Oh, the siren goes on a chance for the Lions when they could have scored a third. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because they have been demolished this quarter by West Adelaide and they are tearing them apart through the middle. I'll take a look at these disposals for you. Descent, Timms and Patton dominating the way. The clearances have to be out of the park at the moment. How have Fitzroy got more clearances? Unbelievable. Inside 50 stats, 21 to 16. They're not that far behind. And on the scoreboard, they are light years away. In that quarter, 1 goal 2 to Fitzroy to 6 goals 3. Absolutely unbelievable. Astonishing performance from the Bloods. And I can't see, I'm sorry, but I cannot see Fitzroy kicking 10 goals in this last quarter without West Adelaide scoring. Fitzroy, 2 goals 6 at 3/4 time. It is. I know it's not a real match, but it's their lowest 3/4 time score ever. It was the lowest half-time score ever. It's just hasn't been their day. And at a ground like Brunswick Street Oval, you'd expect them to be playing at least decent. They train here. They can't play though. It looks... The first stream at Brunswick Street Oval, they were so happy. They were like, finally, you know, we get to showcase what our ground's about, what our talent's about at our own ground. And they put up this performance. How are you supposed to stop him? This is interesting. Very interesting. He's had 28 hit-outs. 24 of them to advantage. He's got his second goal. I can't bear it. And the efficiency of his ruck taps are unbelievable. His disposal efficiency would also be unbelievable. Here comes Fitzroy now with a very rare opportunity to score. They'll take any chance they can get though. And he's missed. You've had an opportunity. I understand it's a trial match, but if they're going to put up this during the regular season, I don't want to be watching Fitzroy games. You can't blame McKeon for winning a ruck contest when your midfielders don't actually compete. Now they want to go quick. It's a bit late for that. Cameron's pounded into the floor by Armour. They are 60 points down. It is 19 to 79. Yes, I repeat, 19 to 79. There's no use denying that West Adelaide are clearly the better side. And that was lucky not to be pinned deliberate. Probably wasn't his intention, but still, insufficient intent could have been called there. Here they go. Now, towards the wing. Conlon has another one of his runs, has to kick now. And couldn't quite spot up the guy on the chest, and that is cut off Like Gotch just wants to send it long. They need something, anything here for the Lions. Just get a goal, will ya? Finally! And a jeer from the crowd. They're like, whoa, finally we get a goal. It took a while. They've kicked free for the match. And there's no players are here. What's he going to do? Find an option with no players. Fitzroy, they are not up to scratch. They're not up to standard. Wallace fits it through. Oh. It's been a tough day at the office for the Lions. Cooney. I reckon Fitzroy's biggest achievement was to try and keep them under triple digits at this point. At the rate they're playing, gee whiz. Rush it, rush it, rush it! Oh boy. A bit of panic there. Handballs it through the goals. McKean slaps it to the wrong way. Now here they go. The Lions. Cameron. He's got speed. He's quick. He's really quick. He's not going to get him Hector Denning unless he kicks it. Handballs it away. Collects it towards the middle. Kick the goal. Got it. Fitzroy playing a little bit better this quarter, but it doesn't excuse the fact they've been playing terrible all day. Won the tap there, brilliantly done. Handball, it probably should have kicked it. Doesn't matter, gets the 1-2 anyway. Now he's on his own, Bernie. How have you... Burnley Quinlan must be getting that one there. An absolute bloodbath. A horrendous day for the Bloods. Couldn't get the smother. Sorry, a horrendous day for the Lions. Apologies. The Bloods have been supreme. Here's Mike Wallace lining up for his 4th goal of the afternoon. And he's got it. Fitzroy have been beaten in every aspect of the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see our trial match results, they are all posted on Winner in our trial match A's section. If you'd like to check those out, feel free to. And there's a way to access Winner on our WordPress HOFL news website. There's a chance for Burnley Quinlan to kick a goal. Just going to line this one up. And purely a consolation. But he's kicked it beautifully. And there's no competing in the middle for Fitzroy today. Soccers it forward. Should have picked it up. It's just... Has it been their day? No. McKean's really quick with it as well. It's just not been Fitzroy's day at all. It just really hasn't. They've been lackluster. There's a terrible performance all over the ground. They're being smashed by 9 goals. Hall is unstoppable. He's going to have the shot. He's missed. It's more of a setup than anything. Spoiled through. And at Brunswick Street Oval, the performance they put up is not up to standard. It's a bloodbath from West Adelaide. They win 38-93. But full time here at Brunswick Street Oval, it's Fitzroy 5 goals 8.38 to West Adelaide 14 goals 9.93 and an absolute mauling by the Bloods. Well, in the end, it was West Adelaide destroying Fitzroy by 45 points. It was not a splendid afternoon for the Lions. We'll take a look at the stats. Disposals dominated by the Bloods. Kicks dominated. There's just so many things wrong with Fitzroy today. Hit-outs, domination, expected. But clearances, how have Fitzroy gotten more? Not at the middle, that is not. Marks, an absolute domination across the ground. Possessions, domination. Contested marks, domination. The only thing Fitzroy really got on top of them was intercept marks. Spoils, Fitzroy got on top of. Goals for each players. Mark Wallace with 4. Behind scored Mark Wallace 2, Ryder 2. Marks more to Wallace and McKean with 8. The tacklers, Tim's hit-outs. McKean had 34 hit-outs. To Primus 4, Ryder 3, Rendell 1 and Scott 1. 34 hit-outs. The score assists 2 to Cooney. Those disposals go to Tristan Timms with 17. And the top 5 go to the Bloods. Tim's armoured descent Pat McKean. McKean, with his rucking duties, had ...12 disposals. And it was just McKean with 5 spoils to go with his ruck taps. It was just not a pleasant day for the Bloods. It really was not. Sorry, for the Lions. Sorry, I keep saying the Bloods. They've got to work on that, knowing which team's lost and which team has won. It's just an absolute terrible performance. It was their lowest three-quarter time score in history. It was 1 goal 3-9 to 1 goal 1-7. They were leading at quarter time. They looked okay. 1 point in that second quarter to 4 goals 3. In the third quarter, 1 goal 2 to 6 goals 3, where the damage was done. In the last quarter, surprisingly, it was even 3 goals 2 each. Fitzroy had their opportunities to score and they didn't take them at all. An absolute demolition job by the Bloods. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for on HOFL Media. Thank you for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, please note that our streams will be broadcasted on Blados Football on that YouTube account. We'll get a link out shortly and figure out when we are doing that. For the trial matches for the HOFL so far will be streamed on HOFL Media. For the actual season, the regular season of 2025, partnering with the PAFL for this season, HOFL will be having their own competition as well, the PAFL, and they'll meet top 8 in finals after the preliminary finalists are decided by both leagues. Right now we'll be streaming on HOFL Media, but as soon as round 1 starts, we'll be straight onto Blados Football for an exciting year of Aussie rules from all of our 28 clubs. 14 for the HOFL, 14 for the PAFL, In a reserves competition, 18 each, which will not be streamed, unfortunately, for the HOFL. I'm not sure what the PAFL are doing with that. However, the HOFL will not be streaming the reserves matches. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Final scores here at Brunswick Street Oval. 5 goals, 8-38 to West Adelaide. 14 goals, 9-93 in an absolute bloodbath here at Brunswick Street Oval. That's all we have time for. Have a good rest of your afternoon, and we'll see you next time for more HOFL action.